Good morning, everyone. Hello to everyone who has attended today for this webinar. I am Deepti. I welcome you all again to another webinar from Positivity. And today's webinar is going to be on the impact of childhood emotional neglect on us, on our psyche. And this is quite a sensitive and deep diving topic. So I hope that you have your cup of coffee ready and kindly make sure that you're comfortable. This is going to be an interesting topic. You might find some really interesting facts about your own self as we go ahead. So I'm really excited. Welcome to one and all again. I want to give a brief introduction to everyone about positivity and what it does. So, as you all know, हमने काफी सारे webinars पहले भी किए हुए हैं. Positivity is a Singapore-based platform that is a mental health online platform जिसपे clients or psychologists connect कर सकते हैं. We have our own system where people, I really beg pardon for the horns if they are audible. Although I do have the mic. So clients can get connected with the therapists, and you can have a very secure, confidential environment online on our portal to seek therapy. And we have a range of therapists. हमारे पास काफी अलग अलग टाइप के थेरेपिस्ट हैं, बहुत सारी अलग अलग टाइप की जो थेरेपीज प्रोवाइड करते हैं. आज के वेबिनार में हम इमोशनल नीड्स को समझेंगे, व्हाट इट मीन्स टू हैव नेग्लेक्ट इन चाइल्डहुड एंड हाउ इट मैनिफेस्ट्स व्हेन यू ग्रो अप, how it manifests in your relationship to yourself, how it shows up in your relationships, and हम उसको heal कैसे कर सकते हैं. This is going to be one of the major talking points. Next, I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown of what is going to happen today. First of all, we are going to have an introduction of our therapist today on the panel. And then we are going to talk about the long-term impact of emotional neglect after defining it. Then we'll be understanding the different cases that come up. And then we'll also be understanding how to heal. And we will also have question answers. So in case you have question answers for us, you have any questions related to this topic or any other topic overall related to mental health, feel free to ask. Next, I can also describe a few of the other things that Positivity does. We have 24/7 online therapy services available globally. We have flexible scheduling. We have our own inbuilt calendar that the therapists can use and the clients can use to book and schedule their appointments. We have a diverse selection of therapists, and we keep on having different mental health awareness programs like the webinars that we're having. And we also provide enterprise level support. So apart from these, we have a lot of other services that we provide. And in case you are interested, kindly visit positivity.com to see the plethora of services that we offer. All right, a few housekeeping tips for everyone. You're going to be mute on entry. Please raise your hand if you want to speak, or if you have any question, you can put that down in the chat box. You can see the chat box is over there. You can clearly chat with us. Your questions will be sent directly to us and the panelists. And you have to respond to the polls. There will be a few polls. Apart from that, this is going to be a recorded session. Kindly make yourself comfortable, sit back, and let's begin our session for today. I want to welcome Miss Annapurna. She has been a wonderful therapist. Not only has she taken previous webinars on toxic positivity and a lot of other really, really interesting topics, she is very empathetic. I personally find that she is able to relate with so much of clarity, with so much of empathy, that it makes her a very unique therapist. That's kind of what you look for in a therapist. And today she is on panel to guide us about this topic, about emotional neglect. And I want her to say a few words about her own self so that you guys know what she does. So, ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, Deepti, for another beautiful introduction. Hi, guys. I am Annapurna. I'm a counseling psychotherapist and a graphologist. So I think it's my third webinar here in Positivity, and I love coming here and giving a speech. And also the questions that come and the it's another level of happiness and satisfaction to be here. Small introduction, like I've already said, I am a counseling psychologist, psychotherapist, and I also practice graphology. I've been working under the state government of Assam under State Anti-Drugs and Prohibition Council. Apart from them, I also give private sessions, both in positivity as well as myself. So yeah, I deal with stress, anxiety, relationship issues, um, anger management, self-esteem, if there is low self-esteem, goal setting, and stuff like that, and also substance abuse. And today I'm very happy to talk about emotional neglect, something that is sensitive but also very informative. And I believe each and every one of us should know how important this topic is and try to find meaning in this topic and relate to this. And yeah, I'm hoping for the
Definitely.
best.
Right. Great, great. All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. That was a very nice introduction again. We're going to be dealing with a very sensitive topic today. So I would request all the attendees to kindly, discretion is advised. This can make you feel a little bit defensive, but I want you to understand that to decode our own psyche, sometimes we have to accept truths that might not be very comfortable. So I would request you all to kindly stay grounded and have some discretion while we discuss this topic. We're going to move on to the first aspect of the topic, which is defining emotional neglect. So, ma'am, what emotional neglect in childhood actually means? I want to know from you as a psychologist.
Okay. So, first thing first, emotional neglect is not something about things that has happened to us, but rather about something that didn't happen to us. Okay? Emotional neglect is something that didn't happen to us, about things that didn't happen to us. So we all know that we have our physical needs, right? We have needs for food, thirst. So we feel hungry, we feel thirsty, we need a house to stay. So these are our physical needs, and we are aware of that. Similarly, we also have emotional needs in our life. So there are three basic emotional needs every human being has, and it starts from the moment you are born. So the first one is need for boundary. Okay. The second one is need for love. And the third one is need for safety. Now, these emotional needs will come into it, but these are some emotional needs. If we do not, when we are young, when we are in our childhood, if these three needs are not reached, that is when we suffer from something called as childhood emotional neglect. Now you might be thinking, how are these needs so important? These needs are important because um, childhood could be amazing. All of us might have good childhood. You might also think, no, I have had great parents, I have had great caretaking, I have lived in a very comfortable lifestyle, got everything I have asked my parents for. But there are some signs, that your um, childhood missed something, missed things on emotional security, emotional um, independence. So when let's talk about the first thing, which is boundary. So we know about boundaries. So boundary is something which keeps us independent then from others. So here's the thing, like parents have their own boundaries. They obviously attend the kid, but then they also have time for themselves. They have time for their own, let's say, bathroom, meal, and stuff. Similarly, kids at a very young age, I'm not talking about babies, okay? Infants do need 24 into 7 care. But when they have reached a toddler age, so they have time for themselves. There should be proper boundaries between their playtime and parents. When parents would engage too much into them, their time, that can lead to boundary. So the kid thinks my family, my parents, my mother or my father or any caregiver, so ये चीज हमको दिखानी, we also have to say, as parents also we have to show that we have a boundary. You obviously, you're welcome, you're my child, but I have some other things to do at those time. You you will not be coming here to in my boundary. Similarly, when the kid is playing with his friends, I will not go as a mother or a father I will not go and disturb them, come in between. So I let them take their decision from a very strong, very small age. That is what boundary means. The kids should understand my family has a boundary, my caretaker has a boundary, I have a boundary which I respect, which is, to be honest, sometimes missing, especially in our Indian culture. Second thing is safety. Safety is, obviously, you have a house, you feel safe and secure. But I'm talking here about emotional safety. The child will have to have the freedom to go and talk about anything, any emotion he's feeling, whatever happened in school. He got beaten up. This is an example. He got beaten up by another fellow kid in school, came home and complained to his father that, I've got a beating today. What if the father responds in a way that makes the kid even more scared, that, you are such a loser. Why did
Okay. Yeah.
you got beaten up? Why didn't you beat the other kid? Here you see,
Hmm.
the kid do not want to hear all this. What the kid wanted was, he wants his emotions to be validated. But
Right.
his emotions were not getting validated, and that was the reason he did not feel safe. Now, after many years, also, this kid will be scared to go to his parents to talk about things. Could be minor, could be major. And the other thing is love. Love, um, now you might think every parent loved their children, definitely. No argue about that. Parents love their child, but do they love them as how they are, or did they set conditions like, if you don't score 98 out of 100, I'm not going to love you, or you're not going to get dinner. है ना? How can you score less than XYZ? He's always, why can't you beat him in studies or in sports or stuff like that? I've seen parents, even now, even today. Back when I was young, I've heard these things from other parents as well. And now, when I see in this, 2025, even now, parents are like, why are you not better than them? So, this comparison makes them feel unloved. They would say, I will love you more if you have given me this and that, right?
मैम where does this come from? Like ये कितना कितना गलत है। कंडीशन पे अगर आप अपने ही बच्चे को ये डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं, अपने ही बच्चे को अगर आप ये बता रहे हैं दैट मैं, वो आप डायरेक्टली नहीं कहेंगे, ऑफ कोर्स बच्चा ये
Mm-hmm.
रियलाइज करेगा कि अगर मैंने ये नहीं किया तो मुझे अपने पेरेंट्स से वैलिडेशन या वो प्यार जो मुझे चाहिए सर्वाइवल के लिए वो नहीं मिलने वाला है।
Hmm.
और दिस इज सच अ बेसिक नीड, और इसके लिए मैंने देखा है बच्चे किसी भी हद तक जाते हैं,
हाँ,
वो
true.
किसी भी हद तक जाते हैं। तो व्हाई 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 डिड दिस डेवलप इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस? इतना ज्यादा ये तो क्रूअल्टी है एक तरीके से। ये कहाँ से आया, ऐसा क्यों डेवलप हुआ है हमारा सोसाइटी?
One more thing is because the parents also went through the same emotional neglect. And that's the reason when they become parents, they didn't know how to do it better. They thought that was how they were being treated. That's how the next generation is getting treated. And awareness bhi to kam thi pehle. Now awareness is very important, and each of us should understand, even if we had a difficult childhood where there was some kind of emotional neglect. First thing is to get self awareness about that, understand that yes, and there are signs and symptoms which will come eventually. So basically, if we have to say about emotional neglect, is when as a child, our in the childhood, our emotions did not get validated, no matter what emotions it was. It was happy emotions, the caregivers did not pay much attention. um it was sad, it was angry, they laughed at us when we were angry. They made fun of us. It happens more than we think about. You might have even seen it in your own neighborhood with your own relatives kids. When kids make a fuss, adults would, they would just laugh on him. We think kids will not understand. है ना? Kids will, right, that they're just kids. How will they understand super big emotions? But no, that is not the thing. Kids understand very much. They learn things from a very young age. And that is the type of emotional security that they need even during childhood. And Esani, if you think that, that only adults need emotional security or emotional support, even as a child they need emotional support. If they're saying that they are unhappy about some, listen to them. that listening time is very much unavailable. It was very unavailable back when there was no social media. Now the social media is available, smartphones are available, parents would just give the kid a smartphone. I think we have, it's very common, we see it every day. Even if you now you go out of your house, you'll see a parent giving a cell phone to their be it parent or huh. Exactly. Khana bhi, even if they will eat something, they'll watch because that is missing. You know, remember those days where there was no TV or no phones and there was no electricity fluctuating issues back then. And mothers, I'm talking about like toddlers, you will come here, they will fan, with the hand fan, make them eat food either by their hand or by themselves. They'll sit there and gossip about what happened, what not. Now they'll sit in front of a mobile phone, they'll just there and then um, the only reason is if I ask my clients also, why do you give your phone, the phone to the child so much? I mean, okay, why don't you limit the screen time? And they'll be like, you know, it's not possible. He's just too much. They would just not give me peace. I'm not able to work. I have so many other things to do. I'll just give the phone. I'm like, and what about, right? What about your bonding? The bonding that is not being, and I'm telling you, because abhi tak whatever right now we are having the kind of emotional neglect, this generation is going to have even more emotional neglect later on. I mean, they're gonna get more because yahan, this time also they're not getting validated. They're just getting a phone and that phone is themselves. And I think you have noticed that young toddlers, they are having speech problems. Why? Because the proper communication from the parents or the caregivers are not there.
Hmm.
Earlier back in time, our parents used to be with us, with people. There used to be grandparents or uncle, auntie. These days, um,
Families छोटे हैं.
families chote hai. Also, social meetups have been lessened down. You don't go and, social visits are lessened. Even if then people used to have nuclear families, it's not like that. But then there were social visits. Now,
Hmm.
social visits are even lesser. So
Hmm.
now that it's getting more tough. So
Hmm.
it's better the safety, the child connection is very important so that your child don't end up getting emotionally neglected. And then this is going to be traumatic for him for when he turns into an adult, right? So shall we talk about some signs and symptoms?
Yes, yes, of course, ma'am. Like
Okay.
बेसिक प्रेमिस जो था कि
Hmm.
बच्चों को पहले के जमाने में तो फिर भी दे यूज टू कम्युनिकेट, कम्युनिटी है, माँ बाप
Hmm.
हैं, फैमिली में और लोग हैं, चाचा चाची दादा दादी, देर आर पीपल. अब लोग भी कम है, विजिट्स कम
Hmm.
है, भाई बहन कम होते हैं लोगों के, बच्चों के
Right.
स्पेशली जो जनरेशन है,
Hmm.
उनको फोन पकड़ा दिया जाता है तो ऑलरेडी देयर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स हैव ड्रॉप्ड. Like
Right.
they don't even communicate. One way हो रहा है, वो सारा absorb तो कर रहे हैं, but they don't express. The time they express, they will not learn how to express emotions जो difficult भी हो. तो emotions को communicate करने की भी ability कम होती जा रही है. In this
Definitely.
scenario, when such a child grows up, मान लीजिए puberty hit कर रहा है बच्चा, क्या साइंस होंगे, क्या सिम्टम्स होंगे कि हाँ इस बच्चे ने पहले नेग्लेक्ट फेस किया है चाइल्डहुड में? हाउ डू वी?
Hmm. The thing is, to understand the signs, it takes a long, long time.
हम्म.
um, Even the person, maybe some of you would understand about the science today while in this meeting, while
हम्म.
we are talking about it. And the signs are actually very sensitive. Number one is you are, you feel very defensive when someone asks you what you're doing. Now, for example, suddenly people ask you what you're doing, and you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing, substance, or you're not robbing or something. You're just doing your work, but you get very defensive to tell what I'm doing. You feel like you're going to get judged. It could be because you were judged at one point of time. Why are you not studying and why are you only playing? And what are you playing? Why are you not paying attention? Stuff like that. So, because your emotions were not validated back in childhood, no matter what you were doing. So, yeah, now at this age, even if you are a teenager or an adult or even like after 30, like about to be middle-aged person, somebody asks you what you're doing, you get defensive. And
हम्म.
the first thing is, why is this person asking me what am I doing? Why do they want to know what am I doing? You were probably cutting some vegetable, chopping some vegetables, but you felt like, generally, hey, I'm just doing something. Generally, people would not say, I'm chopping vegetable. I'm just doing something, or they would feel like I'm gonna get judged because of what I'm doing. So if something like this has happened to you, you might know, no matter how easy, maybe you are only busy with your work, some things that really matter to you, but you always get defensive. What are you doing? This question makes you defensive immediately. First
I
sign
think
is that.
ये जो आपने चीज बताई है ना, जब कोई ऐसा सवाल करता है तो मोस्टली बहुत ही गुस्से से रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं लोग, डिफेंसिव भी
हाँ,
और गुस्से में रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं। ये
राइट,
ज्यादा मतलब उन ये रिफ्लेक्स होता है, उन्हें खुद भी नहीं पता होता कि वो गुस्सा क्यों हो रहा है। कोई गुस्सा होने वाली बात भी नहीं होती है, बट वो रिफ्लेक्स होता है। इट्स इन एन इंस्टेंट कि व्हाई डू यू वांट टू नो, आई एम डूइंग माय वर्क, व्हाई आर यू
राइट.
सो बॉदर्ड।
Poking, exactly. Why do you want to know my business? Huh? These people stay because somebody wanted to just know.
हम्म
And the other symptom is
हम्म
you are not aware of what emotion you are feeling right now. And this has happened to me for my most of my clients. I will not lie. No matter for what problem they come for, if I have to ask them what emotion are you feeling, they'll not be able to define their emotions. Happy or sad is these two emotions people generally understand. But there is also, if I have to ask them to define any emotion, how are you feeling, the spectrum, they will not understand. They would, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how to feel about this. They're just, they're blank. So that is one reason. If in life you have seen people, or if you have been the one who don't know how to feel, you just cleared your, let's say your gate exams
हम्म
for which you have been preparing for, for months, but you
हम्म,
don't know how to feel about it.
हाँ
Okay, you don't know
अचीवमेंट
if you should be excited or you should be happy. You just got into you mean you're a scope that you are going to get into a prestigious college now, but you don't know how to feel about it. Or it happens even when you know something bad happens, like you just broke up with like 5 years of your relationship, but you don't know how you feel.
ये ब्लैक
There is a lot of things happening inside you, but you can't name it.
यू नो।
And it's more common than we think it is. It's very common. This is the second type, that you don't you can't you're unable to label your emotions, what emotion you're feeling. And the third one is you're a people pleaser
ओके।
because आपकी boundaries बहुत अच्छी नहीं थी when you were a child, and because you did not have a healthy boundary, now you also cannot maintain a healthy boundary. You're like, I am overworking, and then somebody would come up, hey, can you just put my file as well, I can, like, please proceed it with it. You're not able to say no. You cannot, you don't want to do it, you are busy, you have a date night, but you cannot say yes. I mean, you cannot say no because you might feel अरे उनको बुरा लगेगा. I can't say it. And this is another common thing. So many people are people pleaser. Cannot say no is so difficult for them. Good के मर जाएंगे, but cannot say no. And another reason why I've seen in my centers also, in my de-addiction centers when I visit, one reason why they chose to come back to addiction is because they can't say no to others, and when they offer the drink or the substance, they cannot say no. Similarly, in case of work also, if you're busy, you're not able to say no. Why? Because earlier when things were like, you tried saying no, you might have gotten trashed. There were no boundaries. आपको करनी ही है. You have to get this much, these things. And it was so, at back when in childhood, it didn't felt very traumatic. It felt very natural. And so most of us who had a bad emotional, we had emotional neglect in our childhood, most of us do not realize that I have emotional childhood neglect until unless we go through these signs and symptoms. Now some of us will pause and think, अरे ये तो मेरे साथ भी हुआ है. ऐसा कुछ था क्या? Let's go back to my childhood. Scavenge what happened, what bring back memories. है ना? So these things are very common. Another, that you cannot set your boundaries. क्योंकि your caregivers always expected you to do this and you could not Right. You wanted.
आई थिंक मैम बाउंड्रीज का यहाँ केस जो है, आपकी बाउंड्रीज रिस्पेक्ट की ही नहीं गई,
Hmm.
रिस्पेक्ट की
True.
ही नहीं, और उन्होंने अपनी चीजें आप पे थोप दी आपके।
हाँ. Hmm.
तो अब आपको समझ में आ गया है कि अगर ये थोपी हुई चीज मैं अगर मैं कर देता हूँ या कर देती हूँ, आई गेट सम वैलिडेशन, आई गेट
Right.
समथिंग, सो फॉर
Hmm.
दैट आई विल से यस, ओके, आई डू
Hmm. Yes. That
दैट।
is the reason. And यहाँ से we can also connect another thing is that you were not properly praised for what you did. And
कॉम्प्लीमेंट।
that's why you feel कि हाँ, you feel कि if I do something for others, they'll appreciate me
हाँ
and I'll feel better, like उनको अच्छा लगेगा. And लोगों को please because I always want, as a child, I always went ahead, tried to please my parents just to make them happy, just to see me, just to give me some attention कि अरे मेरा बच्चा, you did this and that. वो नहीं मिला. So now as a as an adult, I'm like trying to please my boss. I'm trying to work extra hours, trying to please my, let's say my colleagues, just or my partner as well, है ना? So I'm just walking letting them walk all over me. So this is how I'm not being able to say stop. So yaha, what's happening is my emotional identity is completely lost. My self-respect is lost, but I'm still happy that I feel like they'll something positive will come up. Another thing is you're not able to accept appreciation now that आपको मिली ही नहीं कभी appreciation. Nobody told you that when you were young, very good, you have
जी।
done good today. Now you're blank when somebody tells you like, hey, well done, you did great. Thank you निकलता नहीं है. Thank you
हाँ,
नहीं आएगा. You will not be able to say thank you.
some people
हाँ,
hate it, some people नहीं,
right.
they are like कि नहीं मैंने नहीं किया।
No. Ha,
Who do
not a
that?
big, ha, exactly. Not a big deal. It just happened. It's not my, it was luck.
Hmm.
They'll not take credit for something that they did, something good that they did.
Hmm.
Thank you, Bolna is also such a difficult task sometimes for these people. And while we say things about that, it's not the parents' fault also. Here is one important, and by no ways your parents are bad or because the thing is they didn't know better.
जी
It's generational. These things comes generational.
बिल्कुल।
They were probably treated the same way, and that's why when they become parents they didn't know how to do anything better. They did what they were being taught, and they tried their best. Now we got an opportunity to learn sahi kya hai galat kya hai, what's good parenting, and now maybe when we become parents there
हम्म,
will be an exception,
जी
है ना? So these are the things. So no way we are not blaming how your parents are bad or they're unsupportive or unloved. But yes, even they came from the similar background, a similar environment, and that's the reason how why they had to do the same thing.
यस यस यस।
Another most common sign is they lie a lot. These people, minor lies, मतलब छोटे से छोटी झूठ these people will say very. They feel protected when they lie. Could be anything. Like for example, you call up your partner and you ask them, "Hey, where are you?" He or she was maybe outside with his friends, but just because they got scared and like
हाँ।
their for the initial nervous system response is to lie,
हम्म
they'll be like, "Hey, I'm at work," but they
हम्म।
didn't want to lie. They didn't want to lie to their wife or to their husband, but it's just how their nervous system was, always set up to lie because
आउट ऑफ
if out of fear. If you because earlier back when in childhood when you used to say a truth, you used to get you know
एब्यूज।
maybe abusive. Parents were verbally abusive, not physical abusive, or they might have you threatened you or something, which did not feel like a big deal back then. But now, even if you're not doing anything bad, you're not able to say the truth.
जी।
You're lying. It just and then there's one thing that happens. I've met people who come to therapy, and then they say that they end up lying to their partners. Zyadatar this happens in relationship only, and then by default they end up lying, and then they realize that they shouldn't do it. So then they again call up the partner and say that I didn't know what to do better, and I just lied, but I'm here and there. And one thing good is if the partner is understanding, supportive, they would understand ki okay, fine. And sometimes if I'm doing couple therapy, I also ask my clients to, if your first client, suppose the husband ends up lying, you can ask the question twice and assure them ki uh, it's okay, I'm ready to hear the truth if you have time, or you can take some time and come back if there is anything else you want to share. So after a lot many sessions, what happened? This husband usually goes back, I mean, calls back and says that, hey, I'm just having a beer with my friends. I just thought that, I don't know how, I just, first response that I said was, I'm at work. Huh. I didn't want to lie to you. I'm sorry, but this is that. And another symptom when I'm adding one other sign is they always feel guilty. Ki,
Of everything, I think.
huh,
For everything.
for everything. Something I have done, I am guilty. Something
Hmm.
you have done wrong, no, it must मेरा ही कुछ होता है. हाँ. They'll always put the blame on themselves. This happens because back when in childhood, your caregivers used to blame for everything, or did not give you a reason to explain
Yes.
why you did this.
तो वहां पे रीजन किसी चीज को देना है, वजह किसी चीज को देना है
Right.
कि क्यों मेरे साथ.
क्यों हुआ? And that's why I'm saying कि validation of all emotions are important, not just happiness, sadness, even your anger, even your distress, even something that you did wrong. Every emotions need to be validated as a child. This was very important. And let's come to one of the most important signs in relationship. See, now you have been, like, for example, this child was in a emotionally neglect environment. So he doesn't know what healthy relationship is.
Yes.
He grows up, he thinks ये relationship ऐसा ही होता है कि some people will, you have to be always dependent. Or right, you have seen, for example, the male or in the house to be demanding and the female would just give up things, and that is what that is what you have been learned. That is how you are doing things, and you end up looking for
The same.
similar similar person. You end up looking person who are distant emotionally, avoidant people. तो obviously अगर आपको कोई ऐसा मिल गया who is in a healthy from a secure person, let's say, and then you might feel ki no, this person is too clingy. They just jump on me every time, like they're too clingy, they need so much of attention, I can't give them so much of attention because I was not brought up in a place where I got so much of attention, so I do not deserve this, and I can't give them. Then you would think this person is wrong, the other person who's actually come from a very healthy uh, uh, mental state. Yaha, you would end up looking for same avoidant, same distant people, and the cycle repeats. You're in this distant thing, getting the same behavior, which is actually causing you internal harm, but you don't know what healthy relationship is. So there are people who says that they understand what healthy relationship is after they get into a healthy relationship, after they get meet their partner who's actually healthy, who validates every emotions. If you're feeling sad, cry about it. If you're feeling angry, yes, show anger about it. Happy, yes. Only then they understand what is healthy relationship, and then they could think back, "Arey, I didn't get all this, I didn't learn all this." This is something so important that we all miss in our society. Education is definitely very important, but all of us are running behind education, behind our degrees, behind our materialistic life, that we often forget about our mental well-being that is not being taken care of. And one of the reason is emotional neglect. How these people also end up being anxious about everything because you were worried how your parents or your caregivers will react to your situation. Now you are anxious overall about everything, about your next job, about your next appointment, about your next let's say about your next meeting or anything. You're just anxious, but it is
लोगों में एक ट्रेट होता है जो नेग्लेक्टफुल एनवायरनमेंट से आते हैं, उनमें एक ट्रेट होता है, वो प्रेजेंट में कभी रहते ही नहीं है,
हाँ
वो किसी और ही मोमेंट में हो रहे होंगे. अगर लाइक इफ आई हैव सीन, ऑल्दो आई हैव नॉट डेल्ट विद पेशेंट्स डायरेक्टली, but I am still under supervision, and my supervisor and the other psychologists, they see patients, so I see what is going on, I observe. And I have seen there are people who, even though they will do good things, they might have got a new job, or they might
Hmm.
have cracked an exam, they might have done something good, they might have achieved something. वो उस moment को ना तो feel कर पाते हैं, वो होते हैं किसी और period में कि अब यहाँ से अब क्या होगा, what will
Hmm.
happen next, what is going to happen next, what will I do after that,
Hmm.
that moment at all.
They're very apprehensive about the future, but they do not think about the present. अभी तो सब ठीक ही चल रहा है ना, but then after this what? After this what if I don't get if my pay is not
What?
increased, how am I
हाँ.
supposed to think? One classic example is a middle class person who's earning, like, let's say 30,000 per month. He's at the age of getting married. Now
Hmm.
that his parents are looking for him, I mean girls, for like for him. Now he's worried, how am I supposed to start a family with 30,000?
Hmm.
He's not thinking, I mean, that capacity is still not there. Ki you're in a job which has increment per year, and also you might end up having a wife who's also earning similarly. Or let's say, even if they are not earning, but then the future is different. Why are you apprehensive about something that is still not there? Be
Hmm.
practical, be in the present. And these people would not, um, ऐसा नहीं कि they don't want to start a family, but they think the financially they'll not be enough for
हाँ.
a family, to grow. So
Exactly.
that's the reason they would take आगे हाथ खड़े कर देंगे कि I'm not ready, stuff like that. So yeah, that is another common thing. Now these people, when they grow up, because they cannot say no, some people even fall in the trap of addiction, and they find sole comfort in doing substance. So that is another reason of addiction actually.
Sub-
Huh. And then obviously they'll go through a lot of, because your life was a little different. There was emotional neglect, and so while growing up also you felt these things, and as an adult you can have signs of other mental issues, like maybe depression, or let's say because you were taught to be perfect even though you were not, so OCD can also grow up. So ऐसा नहीं है कि these illnesses generally happens because of emotional neglect. No, I'm not saying that, but can be, I'm saying it can uh, be one of the reason why this can come out, apart from other reason as well. So that is another thing, and that is why it's very important to be self aware what is happening around me, with me. As an adult, obviously you cannot will not be able to understand it when you were a child. And then to look for signs and symptoms, or and then start healing yourself or changing yourself.
I hope, ma'am, I'm audible. I was having some issues with hearing you.
All right. Okay, I can hear you now.
हाँ हाँ हाँ. हाँ जी, हाँ जी, yes. हम्म.
Okay. So what is the next topic?
मैम, हमने डिफाइन कर लिया इमोशनल निग्लेक्ट को. हमने लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट के बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे अभी, कि इसका लॉन्ग
Hmm.
टर्म इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है. अभी वी डिस्कस्ड हाउ दीज पीपल बिकम पीपल प्लीजर्स. दे एंड अप फाइंडिंग द सेम काइंड ऑफ ट्रेट्स इन अ पार्टनर.
Right.
और सब्सटेंस अब्यूज एक इनका रिलीफ का मोड बन जाता है कि दे फाइंड सम रिलीफ इन यूजिंग सब्सटेंसेस.
Hmm.
यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम जो मुझे लगता है आती है, मैम, कि हाउ डू दीज पीपल फिगर आउट दैट देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम. मतलब उनको कैसे पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम है. सेल्फ अवेयरनेस नहीं होती इतनी लोगों में कि दे अंडरस्टैंड दैट ओके समथिंग इज नॉट ओके. मैं अपने आप को वैलिडेट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, एंड दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम.
And Dipti, you're so right. And some people just leave this world without knowing the truth that there was something wrong with them.
हम्म.
Until unless you meet a second person who is
हम्म.
just the opposite,
हम्म.
you'll not realize that something was wrong with you.
राइट.
If you meet somebody who
हम्म.
is very different from you, knows to
हम्म.
say no, knows
हम्म.
to respect his boundary, knows
हम्म.
to acknowledge the praise and the
Hmm.
the things that they get, knows to
Hmm.
respond in a way that put themselves first every time,
Hmm.
then you will realize, acha, this person is doing this differently and not doing something like how I do, and this
Hmm.
person is thriving, but why
Yes.
can't I do like them?
Hmm.
When you start questioning yourself and then you meet a few more people, talk to them, obviously good support is very needed, very much
Hmm.
needed, and then you understand that, okay, something was wrong, something in my upbringing was wrong, something happened in my childhood that is making me feel like this today. Obviously, do not start blaming your parents or your caregivers again.
ये
But
कभी भी
yes,
आंसर नहीं होता है मैम, ये
uh,
मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करवाना चाहती थी पॉइंट, मैं ये भूल गई थी बताना, स्टार्टिंग में ही मैं बताना चाहती थी दैट it is no use trying to blame the caregivers, the guardians or the caretakers. उनको पहली चीज तो पता नहीं था,
hmm,
अगर उन्हें पता होता तो वो ऐसा करते नहीं। और अब आपकी हीलिंग आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बन जाती है वहां पे।
hmm,
और ये एक्सेप्ट करना मुश्किल है बिकॉज इट इज एक्स्ट्रा वर्क, एफर्ट डालना पड़ेगा ना।
right.
मुश्किल है, मुश्किल होता है ये।
It's tough. एंड इट टेक्स टाइम, अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम।
हाँ।
और आपकी वजह से आपकी पार्टनर को भी बहुत दिक्कत होती है इसी बात से। पीपल अराउंड यू इज गेटिंग टू गोइंग टू सफर द सेम वे, because when you stay with a person who we call it CEN also.
हम्म।
CEN is childhood emotional neglect, who
हम्म।
has been through this childhood emotional neglect. So it's very difficult uh, to until unless these people realize what went wrong, and they are also willing to change how they want to feel. पहली
हम्म।
बात तो learn what emotion you are feeling, to
हाँ।
label it, starting from them. कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि my husband do not know what, if he is feeling angry or not. I'm asking him, are you feeling angry? And they would respond,
आई
no,
डोंट
I'm
नो।
not feeling angry.
हम्म।
I'm not feeling angry. But then they will not talk to me. ये है क्लासिक एग्जाम्पल है कि
मैम
वाइफ्स के साथ भी ऐसा
आई
होता है।
थिंक योर माइक इज नॉट enabled। आपकी आवाज पहले बहुत क्लियर आ रही थी, अभी काफी लो हो गई है।
ओह रियली?
यस यस, एक बार चेक कर लीजिए मैम आप।
ओके, आई मीन देयर इज नथिंग आई कैन डू,
ओके।
एवरीथिंग इज लुकिंग फाइन
ऑल
यहाँ।
राइट। ठीक है ठीक है। you're ऑडिबल, हाँ हाँ, कंटिन्यू करिए
All
जी।
right. So what I was saying is, कि हाँ, so this until the one partner would not. So for example, the husband says, "I'm not angry on you at you,"
हम्म।
and the wife is like, "No, but you are acting differently.
हम्म।
You're acting differently. You are not wishing to have the dinner that I cooked for you or listen to my feelings." But then this husband is telling that I'm not angry,
हम्म।
क्योंकि इनको ना लेबल करना नहीं आ रहा है कि ये गुस्सा है, that he
अच्छा।
is feeling angry.
दिस इज एंगर।
This is anger. What a healthy individual would do in this case is, yes, I'm upset and I'm angry, and I think this is something that I did not like.
हम्म।
Um, let's talk about it. Or even if not
हम्म।
now, ऐसा नहीं कि अभी बात करना है, I need some space. I'll get back to you once I feel better, and then we can sort it out. This is how a healthy individual would respond. But how many people do you can name जो ऐसे बोलेगा?
बहुत कम।
हार्डली कम। हाँ, बहुत कम, क्योंकि पीपल विल नॉट से, दे वुड से आई एम नॉट एंग्री, बोला ना मैं गुस्सा नहीं हूँ, अब बात नहीं करना है, दैट्स इट, दैट्स हाउ दे विल से। one reason, first, तो they don't know what emotion they are feeling, and second, even if they are anger, they are angry, they are not able to, इतना people pleasing mood में है कि they are not able to say the other person also that I am angry on you.
हाँ राइट।
तो ये हो सकती है एक लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट। एंड द फैक्ट दैट यू आस्क द क्वेश्चन ना, कि कैसे पता चलेगा,
हाँ।
बहुत लोगों को पता चलती ही नहीं है until they are gone. But some people do realize once they see other people, other uh, environment, and obviously once they, if they go for therapy for other reasons, जरूरी नहीं है कि they went for childhood, maybe they went for therapy for stress, or for self esteem upliftment, or couple therapy, then they understood that, because a therapist will navigate you back from your childhood.
हम्म।
They'll ask you questions back from childhood,
हम्म।
when things started for you. And they would answer, things has always been like this for me. They've always been like this for me. And then and the therapist will give you some questions and you'll answer with examples, and then that's when you realize, that's when self awareness come. अगर खुद आ जाती है बहुत अच्छी, but mostly I feel, and I think we have talked about this in our previous webinars also, that why therapist is so therapy is so much needed for all of us. ऐसा नहीं है कि थेरेपी लेने से किसी का मेंटल इलनेस डायग्नोसिस हो गया, ऐसा नहीं है, because there are in rooted so many things in us humans that
Hmm.
is, it's needed to be acknowledged, to understand. And if we want कि हमारी फ्यूचर generations mentally strong हो, हमें पहले mentally strong बनना है, and that can only happen if we seek proper support. A proper support can also come from supportive friends, good friends who are,
Hmm.
there for you, who are ready to listen to your feelings, validate your emotions. क्योंकि
Hmm.
मेरी तो emotions कभी validate हुई ही नहीं.
Hmm.
Now my partner is so good that they can understand, they can validate my feelings. My
Hmm.
friends, my new friends are so good that they actually hears me out what I'm telling them, and they give me feedback, which is so important. Make
Hmm.
me feel I am worthy, I am important. So हाँ, good support होना बहुत जरूरी है, be it from a professional like a therapist or a psychiatrist, and um, your good circle of friends and people.
I think, ma'am, it's very much important, very much needed to take therapy. आजकल सिर्फ ये रीजन नहीं रह गया है कि आपको कोई मेंटल इलनेस है इसीलिए आप थेरेपी लेंगे.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
आपको अगर अपने आप को समझना है,
हम्म.
आपको अगर अपने आप से आपका जो रिलेशनशिप है उसको फिक्स करना है, तो आपको
हाँ,
थेरेपी लेना पड़ेगा.
लेना पड़ेगा.
If you have to find out what gives you peace, because most of the time अगर कोई ऐसे environment से आया है, कोई somebody has experienced childhood neglect, then their
हम्म.
personality is so fragmented, they don't have an identity of their own. They don't
True.
know what they like, they don't know what they don't like. They have constantly lived in survival, and वो हर चीज को बस अपने सर्वाइवल के साथ जोड़ जोड़ के आगे बढ़े हैं, तो उनकी अपनी
हाँ.
आइडेंटिटी है ही नहीं. इन दैट
हम्म.
केस इट बिकम्स इवन मोर इम्पोर्टेंट कि आप थेरेपी लीजिए. उन सब चीजों को पहले तो आप पहचानेंगे. once you identify that these were the things that I had been dealing with, मेरे साथ ये हुआ, उसके बाद then you will be able to understand कि अच्छा मैं मेरे को तो ये पसंद है, मैं तो ऐसे
हाँ.
बात करता, मैं तो ऐसे.
That's it. बिल्कुल. एंड people, I'll give you, मेरे पास clients आते हैं saying that they need career help, like career
हम्म.
में एक direction देने के लिए, or that they need, they lack motivation to work, or a
हम्म.
classic case of procrastination, or need self esteem boost. तो इन सारे clients को when I attend, and while during the process of therapy, when we
हम्म.
are doing activities and stuff,
हम्म.
and we are talking, they come up with things like how they feels unworthy, and then I ask them how it started, and they'll go back, and that's when they realize that they
हम्म.
have been thinking, they were conditioned to think in a way which did not end up being helpful for them. So now that they learn new techniques, they're like, अरे ये तो ऐसा है, just how you said,
Right.
oh, these things is that, oh, that is why, that is the reason why I'm
हम्म.
feeling unworthy. So it's like the feeling that you're feeling unworthiness, you feel I
हम्म.
am not perfect, I'm
Good
not
enough.
good enough, or I'm
हम्म.
not ready to have this job, I'm not confident to have this job, is
हम्म.
something that was in your childhood. Let's say for this example, something about emotional neglect, और ऐसा होता भी है काफी सारे मेरे
हम्म.
clients को इमोशनल नेग्लेक्ट या फिर अनअवेलेबिलिटी जो है पेरेंट्स से,
हम्म.
कैregivers से, वो हुई थी उनके साथ.
हम्म.
And that is the reason why today they feel unworthy, they feel unloved, they feel
हम्म.
that nobody's gonna love me anyway. और द- सबसे पहली बात तो दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि सेल्फ लव क्या है, वो किसी ने
हम्म.
सिखाई नहीं है.
कंसेप्ट ही नहीं है.
हाँ, एंड देन दैट self esteem, how my self esteem will get boost, because if you think about past experiences, because eventually, at the point when clients talk about past, they would always remember school make how they used to, marks se related, parents used to say them that if you don't get this and that. So eventually it comes to a level where for this new job also that you're seeking, you're not confident, And if you are aware of, when we use different kind of, cognitive behavioral techniques, it we make this thing go back to the past and then change the patterns. जो
हम्म
irrational patterns है उनको हम सही करने की कोशिश करते हैं, obviously both the client and the therapist. So that is how things change, and one of the reason why a person feels so um, lag behind or unworthy or low in self-esteem at one point of time is because they felt emotional neglect. They felt emotionally unavailable by their supporters or their caregivers, and
हम्म
their emotions were not validated. कोई भी emotions जो हम बता रहे हैं. So इट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट कि बाद में जाके रूट कॉज यही निकलता है ज्यादातर लोगों को.
हाँ
ज्यादातर
आई
लोगों
थिंक
की रूट
यस
कॉज यही निकलता है, एंड इट्स अ सैड रियलिटी एक्चुअली.
यस
इट्स वेरी सैड रियलिटी, एंड इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो हाउ टू हील. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट हाउ एक्चुअली वी कैन.
हील
एक तो सेल्फ,
आवरसेल्फ
हाँ, हाउ वी कैन हील. फर्स्ट तो एक सेल्फ अवेयरनेस हो गई. सेल्फ अवेयरनेस कैसी हो सकती है? एक तो दूसरों को देख के चेक, ऑब्जर्व योर एनवायरनमेंट, ऑब्जर्व the people that you are with, do they behave the same with you? Because 10 में से 5 लोग, अगर नहीं, कभी 4 लोग तो अलग बिहेव करेंगे ही आपसे. So you will be
हाँ
aware कि ओ अच्छा, there is difference.
हम्म
Then take support, definitely. Practice mindfulness, बहुत ज़्यादा important है. पहले I have seen people who are they start stress eating whenever they are stressed. Why? Because earlier also they used, when as a child, whenever they are stressed due to exams or anything, they would
हम्म
rather eat. एंड क्योंकि कोई
डील
बात
विद
तो
दैट
सुनता ही
इमोशन
नहीं है, हाँ.
हम्म
They'll deal with by eating, and even now as an adult they'll do stress eating. So mindfulness is not just, meditation, but also mindful eating. So there
हम्म
is maybe just give your nervous system rest.
हम्म
ब्रीदिंग, डीप ब्रीदिंग, दीज आर हेल्पिंग. एंड डेफिनेटली थेरेपी इज द टॉप मोस्ट. लेकिन अगर हम
यस
बात करें कि जनरल पॉपुलेशन के बारे में, लाइक थेरेपी अगर अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, इन दैट केस पहली चीज तो, until unless you are able to afford therapy, do mindfulness. ट्राई टू मेंटेन अ जर्नल, जो मैं हर वेबिनार्स में बोल बोल के, मैं तो शायद यही सब
यस
आई
वी हैव
टेल एवरी
सेड इट
टाइम,
इन एवरी
एवरी
वेबिनार
एवरी वेबिनार्स आई हैव सेड कि जर्नलिंग मेंटेन करो, सी द पैटर्न. और बहुत अच्छी बात होती है अगर आप खुद को बात करते हुए रिकॉर्ड करो. तो ये मैंने रिसेंटली सीखी है मेरे क्लाइंट से. ये आइडिया
ओके
मुझे भी नहीं था, ये मैंने अपने क्लाइंट से सीखी, बहुत अच्छी लगी मुझे बात. सो दिस पर्सन, शी केम टू मी इन 2024, बट शी हैज बीन डूइंग दिस सिंस 2023 ओनली. कि
ओके
खुद को रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, शी टॉक्स टू हरसेल्फ हाउ शी इज फीलिंग, एंड देन आफ्टर मे बी क्वार्टर, अ ईयर, और लाइक 6 months बाद, 3 months बाद, दे वुड जस्ट चेक,
देन शी
रिकॉल.
रिप्लेस इट
हाँ, she replays it, and then if she finds that she has, come
हम्म
over, मतलब वो whatever the stress then it was up before 3 months, now it's not there, so she'll talk it out again, now make a new video. So
हम्म
she does that and that, and now it has become a beautiful concept, and now I think I like it, and I would now help people, and advise people, or like ask people to do it more often. Like, आप बात करो, खुद का वीडियो बनाओ, what are you feeling? Then you will not feel judged because it's just you. And even then also, uh, if you feel there is judge, I mean, you feel judged to say your own emotion in front of you, when
हम्म
actually nobody is, it's just you and yourself in the mirror or on your video, matlab your camera or your laptop. So you would feel ki it's just you. So if even if then you feel judged, then
हम्म
maybe it's time that um, you do need therapy. लेकिन अगर आपको
हम्म
थेरेपी पहली नहीं करनी है, अगर जर्नलिंग करनी है, मिरर गेजिंग, या फिर हम जो कैमरा टेक्निक है ये आप यूज करना चाहते हो, तो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी हेल्पफुल टू सम एक्सटेंट.
हम्म
बट थेरेपी इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अवेयरनेस, ये सारी जैसे कि आज ये वेबिनार हो गया, दिस काइंड ऑफ अवेयरनेस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों को आज पता चलेगा कि ये साइंस है उनकी लाइफ में भी. सम ऑफ
हम्म
दिस कॉमन साइंस वर प्रेवलेंट इन देयर लाइफ एज वेल, सो दे विल नो दीज थिंग्स. सो दैट्स हाउ पीपल वुड
हम्म
कम टू नो. Yeah, that is it.
I think, ma'am, that was a very comprehensive, explanation of how to deal with these things. अगर आपको पता चलेगा तभी आप उसको
Mm,
हील कर पाओगे. तो
right.
पहला स्टेप तो हमेशा ग्राउंड करना अपने आप को, माइंडफुलनेस प्रैक्टिस करना होता है. और यही कि आप जर्नल मेंटेन, मेरे को लगता है कि जर्नल वाला पॉइंट तो मैम आई हैव ऑलवेज लाइक सीन इट रिटन इन बुक्स ऑल्सो, लेकिन
हम्म।
ये वाला पॉइंट जो था कि आप अपने आप को रिकॉर्ड करके सुनिए, आई थिंक दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। आपकी टोन, आपका बात करने का तरीका, उससे भी आप काफी सारे इमोशंस को पकड़ सकते हैं।
राइट।
So I think that was a very interesting point. I think that is something that I'm definitely going to try. And to be honest, everybody has their own healing journey. मुझे लगता है कि कोई perfect नहीं होता दुनिया में, कोई ऐसा नहीं होगा जिसको perfect childhood मिला होगा। कुछ ना
ट्रू।
कुछ हमेशा something or the other does pinch somewhere. And नाउ सिंस अवेयरनेस इतना ज्यादा बढ़ गया है इंडियन सोसाइटी में, थोड़ा ज्यादा ये है कि द फैब्रिक ऑफ लव एंड अफेक्शन द वे इट इज सपोज टू बी देयर उतना नहीं रहता। बट आई एम रियली ग्लैड टू सी कि अब जो पेरेंट्स मैंने देखे हैं आजकल, दे आर वेरी
हम्म।
केयरफुल अबाउट हाउ दे आर रेजिंग देयर चिल्ड्रन, एंड दैट इज अ
हम्म।
वेरी वेरी पॉजिटिव एंड अ वेरी गुड थिंग। सो आई थिंक फ्यूचर जनरेशंस के लिए देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ होप। अगर लोग थेरेपी लेते हैं, अगर लोग अपने ऊपर काम करते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आगे आने वाली जनरेशन्स को काफी हेल्प मिलेगी। दे विल बी अ लॉट मोर हेल्दियर मेंटली।
ट्रू।
और ये जो एक वे है बताने का कि पहले के लोग बोलते थे कि हम टफ बना रहे हैं बच्चों को, ऐसे बिहेव करके उनको। योर चाइल्ड इज सपोज टू फील सेफ्टी विद यू। उनको टफ अपना अपना टफनेस देखने के लिए घर में नहीं आना चाहिए। आई थिंक दे शुड टेस्ट दैट आउटसाइड द हाउस। They should be able to test their toughness, their strength outside the home. Their place of safety should be you as the parent.
That is the reason why it's called home.
Hmm. Yes, 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 ma'am.
And so most of the people of my age
Hmm.
would say that their house is not their home, but rather somewhere else is their home.
Hmm.
Be it their first company, first office, best friend is their home.
Yes.
Because I mean, I'm talking about people from my age, they would rather
Hmm.
say that, somewhere where they felt heard, that place became their home, and the house was just the house.
Right. So this was a very, very deep, वेरी आई ओपनिंग सेशन स्पेशली फॉर मी। मैंने पेशेंट्स को तो देखा ही है, कहीं ना कहीं हमेशा मैं लिंक कर लेती थी कि ये कहीं ना कहीं चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमा से रिलेटेड है। बट या, listening to your experiences, having seen patients, of course it gives me a lot of perspective, ma'am. Really grateful. I have a question. I can take only one question since we have only 2 minutes left. The question here is that if somebody does realize that they have faced childhood neglect,
Hmm.
which sort of therapy would be most suitable for them?
Oh, firstly, though, I think cognitive behavioral therapy,
Hmm.
CBT.
CBT.
CBT will help you, walk back in your life, fix your irrational patterns,
Hmm.
irrational thought processes, जो आपको ये जो आदत होती है people pleasing करने का, invalidation जो आपको मिली थी, these things को correct करने के लिए CBT definitely. And if then after that you need a self boosting, then I think positive psychotherapy can help with it.
Right.
And you can mix a few more therapies like
Hmm.
mindfulness, MBBT and stuff, but CBT would be the one which can help,
The
in the
most.
beginning. Yes.
Great, great. All right. That was a very, very interesting, very eye-opening, and really a very, I would want to talk more about this. So definitely, I'm going to talk to my team. We can split this up. We can have more sessions on childhood trauma, and we can discuss it even in a lot more depth, because ये topic जो है ये सबको impact करता है, और
Right.
इसको अगर लोग ढंग से डील करना सीख लें, तो वो काफी सारी चीजों से they can deal on their own. This is required in the society right now, and you as a therapist, you're doing such a great job at explaining all of these things, ma'am. Thank you so much. I would like
Thank you
to
so
thank
much.
you so much, and thank my team at Positivity for enabling me taking this great session today. I hope everyone who was there enjoyed this session. Kindly make sure that you follow us on our handles. And if you want to book a session with Annapurna ma'am, you can check out our website. Her listing is right there. I will even share a link with you guys, and you can book a session with her. I think you already know. You're not going to be disappointed. That is going to be a really good session. So in case you are interested, we have her listing on our profile. I'll share the link. Do follow us on our social media, and I'll see you again on the next weekend. Thank you so much, everyone. It was a
Thank you,
great,
everyone.
great,
Thank you
great
so much.
webinar.
Thank you, Positivity and Deepti also.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.